Okay, so I finally took a trade, guys. It's been around 2 weeks since I took a trade, and of course, the first trade back is a loser. What can you do, man? I mean, it sucks because, like, I followed my rules basically. Like, just definitely didn't trade the best. Could have traded better, right? Anyway, so market opened. Where was it? Sorry, it was right. Market open right here. We shit the bed. We come take out this um, 1 hour sell side here. I also had London lows marked out, but I wasn't really expecting those to get taken. I wanted to mark it out in case they did. So we took it out here on NQ. ES, same thing. So if we scale to the 5 minute time frame here, what do you see? Right, we displace. We sweep it, we get displacement up, we get a nice 5 minute retracement at 9:55 a.m. Keep in mind we have news at 10 a.m., so I wanted to wait for that. On ES though, when we sweep it here, we get bullish displacement right away. We get a 5 minute retrace, followed by more bullish displacement, followed by another 5 minute retracement. Oh my god! I thought here the 1 hour high was going to get swept for sure, but we ended up just retracing down more. The reason for this is because I think ES was kind of chopping around. The real structure, I think NQ is holding better structure here than ES, because I don't know what the fuck this is, but NQ is overall the better structure, better 5 minute structure. 5 minute retracement right at 10 a.m. So, I mean, that was 9:55 when we got the retracement. We retraced, news came out, I think, during the retracement. We displaced up and inversed a couple 1 minutes, I think it was maybe a 4 minute. And then we created this breakaway gap here. Oh my god, bro. I'm gonna crash out. And then this 1 minute for value gap, we tapped into it. We got displacement out of it, and I would have definitely taken this if the risk to reward would have been better, but it's less than a 1-to-1, so obviously I'm not gonna take this trade. Well, I was waiting though. What I was going to do is just wait for one bearish candle to give a better risk reward. So I think it was here. I was like hesitant to enter, and I was like, you know what? Like, no, I'm not gonna enter off this because that's some bullshit confluence. Like, that's not even a confluence. At that point, I'm just entering off of some like bullshit. Like, my entries have to be precise. Like, I'm not gonna enter off of a random candle for a better risk reward. So, like, I like to keep my entries like, very simple. I don't want to overcomplicate it. So if I started to do this stuff like this, it could kind of overcomplicate my entries, and I want to just keep it, strict to my plan. We also had accumulation manipulation D1, and then this is the D2, right? So we would have taken this, but the risk reward was not there if I followed all my rules. And yeah, this is what my rules would have looked like right there. So could not have taken that. And then ES, where's ES? So it was right here at around 10:09. We took out that high. Yeah, so NQ took out that high at like 10:09. ES did not, because 10:09 for ES, this is 10:09. So you can see here I created bearish SMT. So I was like, okay, the high was taken out on NQ, so I'm sure ES probably doesn't need to come up and take it. I was wrong. Obviously, I would not take a long like this, because when NQ already has swept out the high that I wanted to target, then that's a stupid ass trade to take. But like, also, even if I did want to take this, the risk reward would not have been there. Okay, so I was patient, waiting, just like waiting for my model to set up, and I think it was around 10:45 where my structure started to form a little bit better. It was on ES. It was on ES. Okay, so we finally came up. We swept that 1 hour. That 1 hour high on ES. NQ kind of flew by it a little bit, but the point on NQ is that when we swept it, right, my god, see this bearish 5-minute candle. So this is our 5-minute displacement down, and this is our big 5-minute retracement up. During NQ's retracement up, that's when ES came to actually take out the high. From there, I didn't need a 5-minute retracement on ES because NQ already did it for us. Okay, so from there I was on the 1-minute, needed to see market structure shift and imbalance. This is pretty much a market structure shift right here, and then we had this fair value gap. Was going to take the trade off of this one, but to be honest, I was too hesitant. So I waited. We created this one here. My god, bro. We created this one here. We tapped into it. We displaced out. Entered right there. Stops right here. Take profit right here. And the trade completely shit on me. This trade was taken at 10:53. So technically, I'm allowed to take trades like these according to my rules. We also inversed this 5-minute fair value gap here, which made me a little more confident that we were going to reach this, come take out low resistance liquidity to then push up higher because the market overall is bullish. And we got close, right? We ended up coming back up, chopping around and getting close, but we never took it. The reason for this is because, like, bro, we're at all-time highs right now. There's so much buying pressure in the market that trying to catch me like this at 10:55 is kind of a stretch. It's kind of just, it's not really worth it trying to catch me like this. But yeah, something I realized is just like part of me just really wanted to take a trade today because I haven't taken a trade in 2 weeks. So like I was really tempted to just take a trade. But yeah, I mean I did like follow my system pretty well. I mean there was just like maybe a couple things I could have cleaned up, like the fact that price is overall extremely bullish, or a lot of buying pressure in the market. We already got a couple setups here. I missed the good moves. Price is not as volatile anymore. So it was also kind of in the second macro. It was the 10:50 to 11:10 macro. So like, I don't think this trade was all necessarily bad. Also, something to note is this 1 hour high up here. God. So this 1 hour high is extremely low resistance high, meaning like this is like does not have a lot of power, is what I'm trying to say. Like there's not a lot of power in this high. It's kind of low resistance because what I would consider a decent, sell side liquidity is just London lows like right here, or this external draw. Like these are higher draws and higher resistance liquidity than this internal. So this is technically internal liquidity, but it is an hourly high, which is how I play the game. It's how my rules are. 15-minute, it looks a little bit better. That's because we're on the 15-minute, but I play off hourly. So I still technically follow my rules. I just shouldn't have taken this trade. I was impulsive. I wanted to take a trade. Haven't taken a trade in a while. What I definitely should have realized, though, is just like, look at this, bro. NQ was not respecting the high. I should have realized this and just stepped away. Like, to be completely, completely honest with myself, NQ just wasn't respecting this high at all. We completely ripped past it. I should, like, bro, like, mad at myself for taking this. Like, I'm, like, actually, like, annoyed. Because, like, why would price need to reverse up here? We're pushing past it. We're not respecting it. ES barely respected it, like barely. And even then, if NQ is still so like disrespectful to this high, why would ES have to respect it? Because NQ is more powerful, right? Most people who trade futures should know that. So, just a couple things to tweak with my trading, maybe just a couple mistakes I made today. There's also late into market open as well, and trying to catch a short like this, unrealistic. Overall, I'll keep saying that, bro, but like I did follow my rules. Like technically, like I did follow my rules. Just definitely should have realized that there's a lot of buying pressure, and we already made the move for the day. So Um, yeah, and like you can just tell by looking at it. This is the 1 minute. You could tell like this is not a high resistance high at all. This is internal liquidity. I would probably consider this internal. That's why the trade didn't fully play out, because it was such an internal draw on liquidity. So internal sweep. Um, yeah, today we were kind of playing off internal range liquidity. I noticed yesterday we were playing off the external, but either way, lost around 0.7, 0.6, I forget, 0.65% or something. But yeah, it's tough, man. It's really tough in my head because first trade in 2 weeks and it's just a loser. Like, it sucks. I've literally, bro, I'm literally been in an eval for so long. I've been in an eval for like fucking like a month and a half in a fucking eval, bro. It's like actually pissing me off at this point. Like, bro. Yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. Just an unfortunate day. December's price action is fucking ass so far. No, I can't say it's ass. It's only been a couple days, but it's not been good. Like, it's not been good for me. But like mid-November to now, the past 3 weeks, it's just not been good for me. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm not like emotional. I just like I've been in the eval for 2 months, so like it's a little bit like triggering to like not be able to pass this shit for 2 months. I'm like, and I'm in drawdown too, so it's like fuck, like really. But to be honest, I don't think that is 100%. No, it's like it's probably 70% my fault. It's just like price action hasn't been too good, so I can't blame the markets because they can do whatever they want to do. So essentially, it's just price action in my with my rules. It just hasn't been the best. But yeah, like these types of mistakes are my fault when I take a trade like this when there's so much buying pressure and we're not respecting the high at all. My fault, right? But that's me at the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this.